Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I just wanted to be sure that you can see my screen.
I said yes.
Okay. So let me open up the Figma and see what has been done so far. So I don't know if you were able to do anything because I sure know that you have been busy. So I don't know if you were able to. Were you?
No,
Eh?
nothing. I don't have the I still love you.
Okay.
Anyhow,
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see. Maybe you should just off me now. What? Wahala dey. Wow. I had not opened the correct file. So apparently looks like I made I made a mistake making this thing public or what, because all of the work we've done is no more here. Where is Nelson? What has Nelson done? This is on the 13th we did this. It's on the 12th. Okay. I think this is a different one. I think this is a different one I'm opening. Sorry. Let me open up the one I shared. Can you see my screen? Nelson, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good evening.
So this is the one Nelson did, I guess. So I was mistaking it. For this one. Oh wow. Okay, I see somebody tried to do other screens. Who did this ones? These three. One, two.
That was me. That was me.
Okay, three of them, huh?
That was.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. So let's review them now and see. So we have, what was the last one here? About. So after the about, there is the property list screen, which is this. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. You can still should still allow you to be able to filter. Then it will list the screens one. Then property details screen. I think this is property details screen. Okay. Address, agent contact. Okay, makes sense. Then so search results screen. Let me see. Search. I think that is it. Okay, so this is okay. We can work with this, I guess. Just might have to do a little. Okay, yeah, we can, since it's just wireframe, we can work with this when we start designing the actual prototype. Then talk about that. Okay, so far we've been able to create the main screens that we need for both mobile and desktop. So we have the user screens, the screen that the user will see. We'll be able to design a wireframe, and the part for the admin to be able to add property, edit property, and delete property. So now we'll be going into the prototyping phase of prototyping phase of this design. So far there any questions or any contributions or anything at all want to say or add before we continue? Anything, anybody? Because basically today was just to review what we've done so far, then we'll go into prototyping, the actual design. So if there are no questions or contributions or anything to add, then we'll just move forward to it. And so just to note, the same way I told us to go and design the mobile version of this, when we start the prototyping too, I also need us to also engage in it and contribute our own designs also. So yeah, any questions from anybody? Okay, I guess not. Then I think we can move forward. Then. So one thing I want to do now is, when we want to start the actual prototyping of this is where we start adding actual colors, pictures, and all of those things to add flesh to our design. So I'm going to create a second page here. If you notice, we have just one page. So this page is where we have our wireframing. So I want to name this to wireframes. So these are wireframes page. So I want to create a new page here and name it prototype, so that we don't mistake, so that we'll have them segmented or segregated. We'll have our wireframes in this page. When we click wireframe, we'll see all our wireframes. So this is just to help us track progress. This will help us in, like, maybe when we are building other kinds of projects or bigger projects in teams. If you want to add anything, the UI UX guys can come and add the new wireframe first, or adjust the wireframe to see how it looks before they now come to the prototype and effect the change in the prototype. Let's say it has been approved by who needs to approve it or something. So now we have a blank and brand new page for our prototype. The first thing we need to design on is the look and feel, the color scheme. When we started, I used this website to demo what we'll be trying to do, this property website. And if you look, you'll see their own color scheme here is red and white. I think this is red, yes. Red and white. The red is their main background color. Then they have where there is red, they have white text, then black text fonts also. So the color scheme here is basically straightforward, if you know what I mean. So we'll be trying to come up with our own color scheme. We'll not be using their color scheme. Okay, so first of all, let me go back to the files. Let me go back to files and I want to go into the community and see if we can from there get design teams and all. So Let me search color schemes and see if we'll find anything. So we have this UI kit here. So this is what I want to use. Let me click on it. I've not used this the first time I'm actually seeing this, but it looks like something that we have all of what we need to build what we want to build. So opening it up, you just have to click duplicate. So while this is duplicating, let me open up the file that we are working on. So we have to give it a little time to finish duplicating while this is also loading up. Okay. I don't know if it's my network or Figma just happens to be slow, but just time, let it load up. But so far I think we understand what I'm trying to do. So can you guys still hear me? Hello? 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 Hello, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? My network is fluctuating. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Hello. Okay, I'm going to go on. So I was trying to duplicate the UI toolkit that we have, or that we got from this community, to use it while developing what we are developing. So I think the network should be more stable now. We should be able to make use of this. Okay, so this has finished loading up. Duplicate.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? I think my network is behaving. Hello, can you guys hear me? Sorry, my network got interrupted there. Please indicate that you can hear me so that I'll continue. So I was trying to duplicate the UI toolkit we got so that we can go ahead building the prototype of the application. So the idea is we are done with we are done with the wireframe. Now we need the we need to build okay, sorry about that. I forgot to turn on my screen again. So where was I? I'm sorry for the network lag, please. So, at least why this one is still loading up. I don't know why Figma is always slow like this. Well, let them be loading up side by side. Followed by okay, so I don't know why this is lagging too much. Okay, that's come up. So let's wait for the toolkit to open up. So because of time, we'll be able to try and see as much of these pages we'll be able to build today, or prototype. So what I'm going to be doing, or how I'm going to be doing is since we have all of our wireframes on one page and we'll be putting our prototypes on the other page, I'll basically just be copying them one screen at a time. Anyone want to design, copy the screen and put it to the other page. So we should be able to transfer screens from one page to another by just copying and pasting. I just copying and pasting. So let me select this screen. Okay, we can also move to page, which is a shorter way. Okay, sorry, I forgot the grammar. We are trying to copy it, then not move it. Move it is going to, let me just click copy, then come over to our prototype page and paste this. So we have this here. Okay, now this is taking so much time to load up. Yeah, so sorry for the delay. Having serious network issues here today. So we cannot actually go on unless I'm able to get this UI toolkit to open up. Yes, we might have to just continue without this. That would be a whole lot of building from scratch, because I just wanted to use this as a guide to work with, which will make the whole building process easier. I think it has loaded up finally. Okay, so of course the amount of assets and components on this will make it to be lagging. So if we come here, we'll see that we basically have like a startup of what we want to do. We have typography, color scheme or brown color schemes, and we also have icon sets, so we can select icons from inside here. We have text fields, buttons, we have progress bar, notifications, and what else do they have here? Else they have here? Selectors and elements. Okay, like text field, check boxes. They even have calendar. They have, what is this? So yeah, so from our wireframe we already have an idea of what we want to do here. So we just have to get inspiration or use what has been designed here kind of to continue with what we are doing. So we have how many brown colors here? 1 2 3 4 5. So I'm basically going to just select one of these, and we'll use it as our major brown color for the site. So does anybody have any suggestion, or I should just select anyone from all of this, and we'll go on with it. Okay, I'll take it as I should select anyone. Okay, so let me go with the blue color here. Background color, select some item using this style. Let me see. I'm just going to select that and come over here. Then we can start our actual design. Sorry. I'm going to change this to the color that we have, which is blue. So I don't know if this blue looks okay. Let me see what this looks like. Did I copy that? Okay, now that is too dark. Let's leave it with this blue. Now let's see the color scheme. We have white here. I'm just going to change this to white. Let me also copy their typography. So I'm going to copy this and paste this here. So we'll start with building our home screen. So select our frame, desktop. So I'm going to put this side by side with the prototype we'll be trying to make. Okay. So let me see if there's any other thing we can get from here. Graphic text field, loading progress bar, selectors and elements. Okay, so we'll start by building up our menu bar. We'll start by building up our menu bar. Let me put this here. Select our increase the height a little bit. I want to change this to complete white. This also. Let's bring it inside a bit. Then we have the rest of our menu here. This also has to be white. This also has to be white. I need to give this spacing. So this should work. Make sure they are in the middle. So this is just us doing this once, because once we get it here, we'll not have to do it again. So let me zoom in here, and then we'll have our sign up and our sign in button. So instead of copying that, we'll just come over here and copy buttons. So since we're already using primary color, so I'm just going to copy this. Let me see. going to copy this. We cannot use blue text box in here since it's on a blue background, so we'll be using the outline instead. So I'll be copying this. Come and paste it over here. Okay, we'll have a second button here also. Sign in. And sign up. So also give this a little bit of, sorry, not that shadow below it, so we'll add a little effect to it here below, and we'll have our drop shadow here, even though it's not that noticeable, but if you see, it shows like a little demarcation below the menu bar. So I'm just going to group all of this inside as one. So let me rename the group to menu bar, and I think reduce it a little bit. Yeah, I think the height it was before is okay. We can work with that. Yeah. So let's work with this. So far so good. This is what we have. So if you notice from this in our wireframe as our menu, we now have this. So this is basically what prototyping is. We've given the actual look and feel of our application, and the whole application, the color. Since we started with this blue as our application's primary color, we'll be using it in most of our designs from now as we are moving forward. So moving on, we have this section of the platform. So the idea basically was to like add an image. Will I say an image? Yeah, to add like a background image. Add like a background image here or something. So let us check on Splash for images that we can download and add up here. So while on Splash is downloading, we also need to get our filter bar. Okay, so let me copy this typography here. over here. So this is meant to take just like half of the screen. I have to copy this again and paste. But this time it's not going to be bold, just normal text. Okay, while we have this here, we now have to add this our search. Let's go down to where forms are. So I can just copy this. Okay, I think I copied something else. Copy and paste. Let me zoom in a bit. State gravity. So I think next is to add our button there now. So let me copy this. So this is like a button with icon. I think that is what I should have used instead. So let me copy all of those. Because I want to use the search icon. Okay, so let me check for if we have a search icon here. I doubt there is. Icon message info use of phone icon. Let me see. Okay, we don't have a search icon here, so we can just use one of these to, let's just filter. Sorry, so I'm trying to remove the plus that we have inside here and paste. Okay, I think while we have this, let me just search for real estate. Let me just download this image. Then come over to our property app, and we should be able to use it as our background image here. Okay, I think it's done downloading. So to be able to even use this image, let's first create like a container for the image, so that I'll be able to manipulate the image. So click here, we'll see place image. I'm going to go over to my downloads, and it should be here. So it's adding up the image. Okay. So yeah, we have this. You can now drag this over to this place. We'll move it to the back. Let's see how this looks. Okay. So let's kind of give it transparency a little bit. Let's reduce the transparency to like 30, and I think this is okay. I think we should be able to work with this, even though you might be saying it's not exactly, but that is the idea. We use the wireframe to like get concept of what we are trying to build. So because of time, I'm just going to end this class here. So I also like us to go through this through the UI toolkit that we just included. I'm sure all of us have access to this. Okay, let me share this also in case we don't. I should be able to give access to you guys here. Okay, I think I'll invite you guys to this file later. So yeah, I want us to like go through this the UI template I just got from the community. You can also search for it yourselves and manipulate it. And as I said, this is work in progress for all of us. You can also start designing the mobile screens for this. Since I've already done a little bit of the web, you can also start with designing the mobile version. You can also start by designing the mobile version of this screen, and we'll see how we'll go from there. So I don't know if there are any questions so far from what I've said. I don't want the class to be taking too much time. Any questions from anybody? Okay, so I guess not then. So thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry for the delay due to network and all. I'll try to make sure my network is stable next time we meet. So thank you all. Good night.